What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are doing awesome today. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how I went from 115 pounds to 155 pounds and kind of how I started my fitness journey and my muscle building journey. Now, before we dive deep into it, I think it's important for me to preface that when I first started this fitness journey, I did not go into it with the mindset of I want to become super jacked, a bodybuilder or a power lifter or anything like that. My mindset and my goal has always been I want to start working out consistently just to stay in shape and to build lean muscle while still maintaining my lean physique. So in other words, I'm not looking to be super jacked. I'm not looking to be super ripped. I'm not even looking to eat clean, to be honest with you. And at the time, I was just desperately seeking ways to build muscle, any kind of muscle, because I was severely underweight. Like I just said, I was weighing at 115 pounds. This was like only 3 years ago, before I started working out consistently, which is it's pretty bad. And to be that dangerously underweight is very dangerous, it's very risky, and could have led to a lot of health complications if I didn't do anything about it, if I had decided not to do anything about it. But luckily and thankfully, I decided to finally do something about that. Now, when it comes to making the commitment to go to the gym, it's one thing to say it to yourself. Yeah, I'll go to the gym this year. Or, yeah, I'll go to the gym tomorrow. Yeah, I'll start going to the gym next week or next month. Until you actually do those things that you say you're gonna do, then all that talk is worthless, right? At the end of the day, you have to just start doing it. And for a while, I was a victim of this too, don't worry. I told myself those things over and over again to myself, and this goes all the way back to when I was even in high school, college, and university. I was always telling myself, yeah, I'll start working out. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then a day would go by, a few days would go by, a week would go by, a few weeks would go by, even a month would go by, a few months would go by. And then next thing you know, the year's already over, and guess what? I did not go to the gym. I did not make that commitment. And as a result, well, nothing happened. My weight stayed the same. And of course, as a skinny person, I was really struggling to gain weight because of my incredibly fast metabolism. And by the way, my metabolism is still incredibly fast, even now. But I think for anyone looking to start their fitness journey, especially if you're looking to gain muscle, I think it's important to realize that muscle building is 70% diet and 30% working out. So at the end of the day, you can work out as much as you want, but if you're not eating enough, especially as a skinny person, then all that working out is pretty much like not doing much for you. And so this video is mostly for those who have struggled like me with regards to gaining muscle and being just overly skinny, having an incredibly fast metabolism, not being able to eat as many calories as you want, not being able to finish your meals as much as you'd like to. And I've definitely been there. 3 years ago, that was me. Now, I also wanted to make this video because I wanted to clear a lot of misinformation that tends to be thrown out there regarding fitness and regarding muscle building, especially for skinny people. Now, I'm no fitness guru. I'm not a trainer. I'm not an expert. I just want to share with you what worked for me in my experience and from what I've researched from what I found, and through a lot of trial and error, I was finally able to see results. And I just want to make that very clear because, again, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and a lot of fitness channels are out there just trying to get you on their products, to sell you products, to get you on their workout plans. Oh, like, this is the secret. This is the recipe. If you do all these things, you're gonna see results. And it's so overwhelming because there's just so much information out there. A lot of it is misinformation, but some of it is also good information as well. And what I'm going to share with you is kind of filter out some of that misinformation and show you what I was able to learn and what I was able to apply into my fitness journey and what info out there helped me. Now, again, this is just my experience. I'm just going to share it with you, and this is just what worked for me. For all my skinny people out there who just want to bulk up but don't really care about, having the physique of a bodybuilder, right? You just want to work out because you're just trying to stay in shape, or you just want to gain some muscle, but still maintain your lean physique like me. Then here are some of the things I can share with you that worked for me and that will hopefully help you on your fitness journey. I would say the biggest thing for me, or should I say one of the biggest things for me when I first started this fitness journey, was realizing that I had to completely change the way I decided to split my workouts. But not only that, I think before we even get to that, I think it's important to accept the fact that making the commitment to go to the gym is easier said than done, obviously. But once you're able to get your to the gym, that's already a huge win, and that's already a huge step in the right direction. So pat yourself on the back just for getting your to the gym. That's already a huge feat, trust me. It doesn't seem like anything, but that's a huge step already. But the next step is to actually make a habit out of that, to actually make a habit of going to the gym consistently, which is honestly, I can tell you, having done that for 3 years now, consistency is the hardest thing to do when it comes to working out. It's staying consistent and motivated, because trust me, and I still have those days to where I don't feel like going to the gym, where I'm just not in the mood for whatever reason, or some things come up and I can't go to the gym. Trust me, like, I have those days. And in my previous video, we talked about how the gym, although there may be days where you don't feel like going to the gym, obviously, because it is a huge commitment. It takes a lot of effort and dedication and motivation as well. I think the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to going to the gym. There are more benefits to going to the gym than to not go to the gym. I think if you could just make the effort to get yourself a gym membership and to make the effort to go to the gym consistently, even if it's not 5 times a week, you don't have to start that big. A lot of people get overwhelmed because to them, when they hear, oh, I should start working out, they go all out right away, like, oh, I'm going to work out 5 times a week. I'm going to do this. No, you should always start gradually. Gradually make a habit out of it. Maybe you start with 30-minute workouts. Maybe you start with 30-minute workouts and then gradually increase and ease yourself into this habit of going to the gym. And then once you feel like, okay, like you're making a habit out of it, you can set aside 30 minutes per day and just go work out in the gym for that time. Then you can gradually increase to 1 hour. And then after that, an hour and a half. And after that, maybe 2 hours, depending on what you're training and what you're training for. Now, like I said, this video is for the skinny people who struggle and still struggle to gain weight like I have. And I think for me, the best advice that I can give to you guys is to change the way you look at workout plans. So in other words, a lot of workout plans out there will tell you, oh yeah, 5 times a week you do chest and triceps, back and biceps, and then legs, right? And then you dedicate each day to one muscle group. Well, I'm here to tell you that all that is not going to do much for you because it didn't do much for me. That workout plan did for me. I barely saw results. I followed that workout plan for like weeks and even months, barely any results. And so you have to change the way you look at that. And what I found was that I actually saw more results when I started going only 3 times a week. And rather than doing, the bro split of chest, triceps, back and biceps, and then legs, you go 3 times a week only, but you do full body workouts. That was absolutely huge for me. That was an absolute game changer because, first of all, full body workout, it is exhausting. So I'm just gonna put that out there. For the first several weeks of me trying out this workout plan, it took a lot out of me. You're gonna become exhausted more easily, and it's gonna take a lot out of you physically. And it might require you to be there for longer than an hour. But when I made that switch to full body workouts and only going to the gym 3 times a week, then it was at that point that I realized that I finally started to see results after months. After like 3 months of doing that consistently, I finally started to see results. And another huge game changer for me was I finally started to take weight gainer. And weight gainer is not necessarily like a protein powder, but a weight gainer is like also contains carbs, also contains proteins, and also contains other nutrients so that it can help you facilitate the muscle building process. It's like eating a whole meal. Essentially, it's not just protein. And weight gainers help you especially because they help you ingest a lot of calories. And for skinny people, it's all about calories more than anything. Don't even worry about eating clean. Don't even worry about eating junk food. Eat whatever the you have to eat as long as you get your calories. Don't worry about, oh no, I only have to eat greens to start gaining muscle, or oh, I can't eat cheat meals, or I can't eat junk food. All that's if you have a fast metabolism like I do and you are hesitant about what should I eat, what should I not eat, honestly, my advice to you is just eat as much as you can and whatever you can, and eat whatever the you can. Like I said, gaining muscle is 70% diet and 30% working out. So if you're not eating as much as you can, then all that working out you're doing is not going to do much for you. But if you're eating as much as you can, you're getting your calories down, you're making an effort to eat more than what you're used to, maybe even having a 4th meal in the day instead of just breakfast, lunch, dinner, then you're going to see results after a few months, because that's what happened to me. And also, I think it's important to realize and point out the fact that liquid calories are easier to ingest than solid food. So that's another way in which weight gainers can be incredibly beneficial and useful. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and recommend to you a specific brand because I don't want to do that. I feel like there are already enough channels out there who are trying to sell you on some products, sell you on some workout plans. I'm not about that. I'm not doing any sort of sponsorships, no ads, no product placement, none of that. I would say if you do all those things and you maintain that consistency, you will start to see results. And that's kind of the gist of how I was able to gain that much weight in 3 years. Keep in mind that it took me 3 years to go from 115 pounds to 155 pounds. And that was without taking any supplements except for the weight gainer. And that's about it. The rest was just me eating as much as I can and eating 4 times a day, because the weight gainer essentially acts as a 4th meal of the day. I would just drink that every single day before going to bed, and I would work out 3 times a week, full body workouts. I would prioritize workouts that target several muscle groups at once, so those big heavy compound lifts and exercises like bench press, deadlifts, squats, those kinds of exercise will do wonders for you. So how I went about it is essentially just make sure that I targeted every single muscle group, whether it was chest, back, legs, arms. I made sure I worked out all of those areas, even your abs, by the way. Don't ever forget to work out your abs as well, especially if you're trying to maintain a lean physique. That's what I would do, and of course it will exhaust you because your body's not used to it at first. But I would say after several several weeks of doing that consistently, your body will adapt. It will get used to that wear and tear, and you won't be as exhausted as you were when you first started working out. And so that's what I did essentially for 3 years consistently. And that's ultimately how I was able to gain 40 pounds just like that over the span of 3 years. So again, like I said, my goal is not to get super jacked. My goal is to just stay in shape, maintain my lean physique, but still gain muscle. And as long as my metabolism stays the way that it is, then I can get away with dirty bulking, because that's what I've been doing for these past 3 years. I've been eating, just not really worried about eating healthy. And by the way, I don't even count my calories every single time when I eat. But in order to do all that, you gotta make the effort to get your the gym, which I know it's easier said than done. And with that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope this video was helpful to those who are especially looking into starting their fitness journey. If you're a skinny person and you're still not sure, if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the information out there, if you're misinformed, if you're not seeing results, whatever the case may be, if you're struggling to just gain muscle as a skinny person, I hope that this video will help you not only start your fitness journey or continue your fitness journey, but also hopefully you will start to see the results that I was able to see when I applied all of these things into my fitness journey. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more future videos. And I wish you guys a beautiful and blessed day out there. Stay safe. Much love. Peace out.